believe that's up, man. There we go, man. Yes, sir. Yeah. Because a lot of women out there that is infertile, lots of men out there that is have low sperm count, you know. You got to get the brothers and sisters on track, you know what I mean? Get them on well, man. That's what it's all about, brother. COVID-19. I trying to figure out how it killing off Americans like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out how this COVID-19 killing off Americans like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Bring them on camera. Yeah, bring them on camera, man. Miss Grant, everybody, yes, man. Yeah. Miss Jackson, good night. Blessed love to everybody. We're talking about women infertility tonight. Women who can't have no children. Women who can't have no babies and they want to have a baby. Yeah. Hi, Sister Janet Briggs. Yes, give thanks, you know. Yeah. Brother Patrick, good night. Blessed love to everybody. We're talking about men who can't have no sex. The penis dead. We're talking about the women who can't have no children, how to get children, how to make babies. You know? Yes, good night, Renee. Renate there, wonderful. Michael Brown, hello, brother. Peace to you. Wonderful. Yeah, tonight we're talking about women and men. We're talking about women and men who... Good night, everybody. Give thanks and praise to the Most High. You know, we getting ready to go back to Grenada, you know. The cold coming in. So I'm moving back to Grenada soon. So, you know, about a couple of weeks again, I'll be gone from New York to Grenada. I'll be there for a while. Cool weather, you know. But tonight, you know, because we have a lot of women coming in with infertility. They can't have no babies. And we have a lot of men who is infertile. And they have low sperm count. So we wanted to just, you know, vibe up the women and the men to let them know that, you know, there are things that you can do that is natural that can help. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to run down a little bit about infertility in men and women and what you can do to build back up the sperm and how you can prepare the uterus for pregnancy. Yeah? A lot of women do the IVP and stuff, that's all good, and they get 3 and 4 babies, that's all good, but sometimes you have to do the right way. The natural way is the best way, okay? Don't forget that. Yeah? Wonderful. We're going to give thanks and praises to the Most High Jehovah God. Right, now, America is supposed to be a really developed country with all sort of technology. Yeah? But they have 100,000 people dying from this thing. Huh? You know why? And you have places as South Korea, Taiwan, you know, where there's not so much people dying from this COVID-19. So how come America is so developed and have all this advanced technology and people dying so fast? How come Europe have the same problem, but all the Eastern countries don't have it? So something is wrong. Check on yourself, eh? Prepare for the winter. Prepare. Do not end up in the hospital. People are warning you all. Eat right. Leave flesh food alone for now. Period. You know, build up the immune system. Eat a lot of vegetables, lots of grains, lots of nuts, seeds, and build up your immune system. Otherwise, I'm telling you, it's coming. People are going to flood that hospital. And they're going to can't take enough people. I'm telling you, it's in vision. And people are going to die on the streets. Because people out here is suffering from cell erosion. Erosion of your cells. Huh? Once you have cell erosion, you can't fight the virus. It will kill you eventually. Alright? So we talk about infertility, yeah? Yeah. Infertility. See this? See my brother here? Ashanti. Looking ready from Ambrosia. Ambrosia giving back. We have over 50 machines, blood sugar machines sent to Grenada for our people. And when we finish with Grenada, we go in Trinidad. And when we finish in Trinidad, we go into Gaston Brung, Antigua. And when we finish with Antigua, we go into St. Lucia and Nevis and Jamaica. You understand? Because they're full of diabetes. And because there are so much poor people in the Caribbean countries, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people living in poverty and can't afford a machine. So we in turn, who is doing a little better than others, we supposed to pick up the pieces because we are our brothers and sisters keeper. We want to have 5 and 6 big houses and we can only live in one. We don't want to have 5 and 6 cars, we can only drive one. You understand? You understand? That's a basic principle. Follow Christ, you know what I mean? Yeah? See them here? What's that? Come here, son. Show them what you're doing, man. See? Boxer machines. Ashanti. From Ambrosia. We are giving back to the community. And we go to the Caribbean one by one. You know what I mean? We got to talk to the government of the Caribbean so we could bring in, take stuff to go through and give it to our people who can't afford it. That's what you call loving your neighbor as yourself. You understand? It's the bottom line, yeah? Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about infertility. Yeah? We're talking about infertility tonight. Infertility. Wonderful. Give thanks. God is good. You know? Love your neighbor as yourself. If you love your neighbor as yourself, you won't covet from your neighbor, you won't kill your neighbor, you won't rob your neighbor. That's the second commandment, you know? Wonderful. Infertility in women and men. And let's look at causes in men. And one of the causes in men is low sperm count. Lots of men have that. Lots of men are suffering from prostatitis. Lots of men have the damage the testicles. And remember that the testicles is the part that we men carry our sperm and testosterone. You see what I'm saying? So usually if a man have a low sperm count, in no way he could get a woman pregnant. It ain't gonna happen. That's number one. Number two, when a woman, we had a program before, we said that a woman pH in her vagina is very acidic. I think somebody said 4.0. It's around that area. So the woman's vagina is very acidic. And that is the reason why a woman not supposed to get yeast infection fast. Because her vagina is so acidic, it's supposed to kill anything that's coming in. If you are a nurse, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah? That's number one. Number two, if a man, or when a man is ejaculating into a woman, giving her his sperm, he in turn is giving the woman all his energy. That's factual. If a man keep on ejaculating for a on a regular basis, he can cause himself long term to get Alzheimer's or dementia. And that's the reason why when you ejaculate too regular, you start to fall asleep. A lot of men, a lot of us fall asleep after ejaculation. If there is too much ejaculation, long term, it messes around with the memory cells. Because remember that your sperm is made up of vitamins, minerals, amino acid, and the most important one is enzymes. So when you ejaculate into a woman, and the woman pH in her vagina turn around and she kill your sperm, if your sperm don't have enzymes, because the enzymes in our sperm as men resist the woman's pH in her vagina so that the sperm can get through. But when men drink lots of alcohol, and because the alcohol that we drink on a regular basis kills, or beers also kills or depletes the B vitamins from us men, it also depletes zinc from us men. And once zinc is depleted from our system as men, our prostate gland, which is found under the ureter that carries the urine, the prostate gland becomes deficient because the prostate gland needs zinc for the prostate to secrete that prostatic fluid, to send that fluid into our testicles to make our sperm. Right? So once the sperm is not being made properly, because there is a deficiency in us men of zinc, which is being depleted and not ingested in the terms of the food we eat, then the enzymes that's supposed to be in the sperm is not there anymore. So when the sperm gets into the woman, without the enzyme in the sperm, the woman's pH kills the sperm. and she can't get pregnant. That's for men. Yeah? So what we do, we make them, if it's the man, if the man is infertile, we make the man wear a condom for 1 month. While he's wearing a condom, we are feeding the man herbs, supplements, and enzymes to put the enzyme back into the sperm. After the month, if the man is infertile because of low sperm count, we remove the raincoat, and automatically the sperm can get in now, because now there is enough enzyme in your sperm to impregnate the woman. That's for us men, right? So if we have prostatitis, if we men have low sperm count, if we men have giant head sperm, if we men have abnormal sperm, in no way we go impregnate a woman. See what I'm saying? And that's why lots of men who drink alcohol have low sperm count, but they blame it on the woman. So the woman comes into us alone and says, I can't get pregnant, not knowing she, the woman, is not the problem. It could be the man also, because the sperm is weak, or he don't have enough enzyme to resist the pH in the vagina to get the sperm to go in to impregnate her. You see what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, if the man have troubles in the prostate gland, and that's the reason why we said before that we men, us men, once we pass the age of 30, we only produce sperm every 3 days. I don't care what the doctor tell you all. That's the reason why we men, when we were 18 years of age, and no man could doubt that either, when we were 18 years of age, we could have sex 5 times per night. Am I lying, man? No, I'm not. That's because we men, at 18 years to 25, we were producing sperm every minute, every day. So we could have sex 5 times per day. When you pass the age of 30, you are not producing sperm every day. You start producing sperm every 3 days. And that's the reason why you become impotent and have ED. Because you start killing your sperm. You start killing your prostate gland at an early age. So, we had a call today from a 29-year-old brother who have ED, erectile dysfunction. He can't get an erection. See what I'm saying? Because they want to have sex too regular. You understand? Now, once you pass the age of 30, your sperm count supposed to be normal once you're not having sex on a regular basis. Now, I want you men to tell me, if you can go and have sex with a woman at 50 years old and do it 5 times per night, that shit ain't gonna happen. You tell me that, you're lying to me. It ain't gonna happen, because you do not produce sperm every day. And because we men feel that we can kill a vagina, you're all joking. You can never kill it. Period. It kills us long term, because it causes us to have ED, and it causes us to get impotence. Boom. Men. So you can't kill it. Dig it. Follow me now. Let's go. What over here now? Over here we go now. Causes of men: low sperm count, prostatitis. If the testicles is injured, the man could lose his sperm from having a low injured testicles, because that is where you make your sperm and your testosterone. See? That makes us have energy for sex. Wonderful. Infertility in men and women. Women. If a woman is suffering from infertility, it can be a few troubles that she has. She can have imbalanced hormone, which we're going to talk about in a little while. She can have thyroid troubles if she's underactive. If the woman have an underactive thyroid, one of the symptoms of an underactive thyroid is infertility. One of the symptoms of a woman who have an underactive thyroid is constipation. One of the symptoms of a woman who have an underactive thyroid is laziness. She can't get up of bed. But one of the main causes of infertility in women is an underactive thyroid gland. A next cause of infertility in women is blocked tubes. Her tubes is blocked with mucus. It's too much starches. Another problem when a woman can't get pregnant is PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. This one over here, you can get pregnant, but it is more difficult if you are suffering from PCOS, because there is a few women that had PCOS and they got pregnant with our treatment, but it's more difficult. Next one is called endometriosis. This is the most difficult problem to repair in a woman. Endometriosis. Once a woman have endometriosis, the endometriosis start destroying the woman's reproductive system and cause her to be inert, whereby she cannot become pregnant. You see what I'm saying? So it is imperative that women keep their hormone in balance and don't get endometriosis. Otherwise, you would never be able to have babies. It destroys the ecology of the reproductive system. It destroys your colon. It leaves scars on the colon walls. And then automatically, the doctors would remove your uterus because you will have to you suffer from what we call dysmenorrhea, lots of period pain. Yeah? Next cause of imbalance in women, hormones, is infertility is stress and worry. Lots of women have stress and they worry a lot. And once you worry and you become very stressful on a regular basis, you can never get pregnant easy, because now your body is releasing too much acid into your tissues, which can affect the ecology of your reproductive system, and automatically you would not be able to get pregnant. So you have to relax your mind. So imbalanced hormone in women, underactive thyroid, blocked tubes, PCOS, endometriosis, stress and worry, uterine blockages with polyps in the uterus, liver stagnation, and constipation in women. These are the main causes of infertility in women. These are the main causes. Women, I want you to mark it down for me, please, because you're all coming here with infertility. Imbalanced hormone, thyroid troubles, blocked tubes, endometriosis, stress and worry, uterine blockages, liver stagnation, and constipation. These are some of the culprits that cause you women to become infertile. You understand? Wonderful. We're going to look at some herbs. Mark them down for me. I want you women to look at all the herbs right here. Mark them down for me. First one is chase tree. We are going to explain how they work together as for a woman to become pregnant. Chase tree. Next one is called Dangqui, or D-O-N-G or D-A-N-G-Q-U-I. Next one is called mother's wort. Next one is called ginger. Next one is called cinnamon. Next one is called raspberry leaves. One is called pennyroyal, and one is called red peony. It's a Chinese plant. Now these two herbs is from what we call the Lamacy family. They work together, right? We're going to talk about those in a while. Yeah? Now, uterine circulation. So if we want to get rid of what we call the blockage over here, yeah? We want to balance back a woman's ecology, and the woman have what we call a blockage. Uterine blockages in the woman's reproductive system. We go to chase tree. We go to saw palmetto. We go to white peony. We go to shepherd's purse in case there is what we call menorrhagia, bleeding, excessive bleeding in a woman's reproductive system. Cypress root, Dangqui, red clover, dandelion root in case the woman's liver is not excreting or breaking down estrone into estriol. So she have a problem. Dandelion root will help to drench her liver. And podiaco, which is a shrinking plant, and which is a plant we use for what we call yeast infection, to what? To get rid of any yeast and growth in the woman's uterus. That's how they work together. We're going to show you how they work now. 6. If you want to get pregnant as a woman, and you're going to use herbs, we just mentioned a while ago, this is for infertility. If the hormone is imbalance, if you have a hormone imbalance because of troubles in the glands, we go to what? Vitamin E, 800 IU per day. Mark it down, woman. Calcium and magnesium, 15 to 1200 to 1500 milligrams per day in liquid form, not in tablets. 100 milligram of all the B's, flax oil, your progesterone cream, and your dim delivery system for your ovaries in case you have what we call PCOS. For men who penis can get hard and who prostate all messed up, yeah? Saw palmetto, men, nettle root, men, white sage, men, hydrangea, men, collinsonia for vascular integrity to help to move the blood so your penis can get hard. You can have a hard penis, not a soft thing. Uvarasi and buchu leaves. So we don't want you to go into the woman's vagina, and when you reach in there, you fall on like Lazarus, you fall dead. And Lazarus wasn't the reason for this after 4 days. But you don't have no 4 days because you only have a couple of minutes to make it hard again, or the woman she gonna blow you up. Take that. Follow me. So saw palmetto, nettle root for the men, white sage, hydrangea, collinsonia, uvarasi, buchu leaves, pipwissa, ginkgo, zinc for the prostate gland, 50 milligrams per day. And if you want to have better erection, you must go to the amino acids. And if you have ED or erectile dysfunction, where your penis getting hard, and when it go inside the woman's vagina, it fall along like Lazarus and dead, and she start to laugh at you and say, hey, what's wrong with you, man? I'm tired, man. You're not tired because you have blockages. Circulation, formula, and Panax ginseng. So if you are 30 years old, yeah, $30 years old, 40 years old, you're coming up good, but it's falling back down. As soon as you go inside, it's gone down. Follow it now. Right there is the pineal artery. You must take some garlic and rub it on your back. Right there. Garlic, rub it there. Some ginger. And then you must get some onions and have that every day. And when the pineal artery is right here, men, I'm talking about men now, not the women now, men now. There is a very small valve called the Talia valve. Because lots of men eat the wrong way, the valve become clogged, the artery become very clogged, and then the valve supposed to close when the blood is in the penis. Don't call the phone. We do not on the video. If the valve remain a little bit open, women would get an erection. But when it gets in, because the valve is slightly all messed up, the blood come back out, so we go, boop, and the woman say, oh, shoot, what's wrong with you? You have another woman outside? Nah, it's not that. It's because we block up, and we sexing too much. You understand? Because we feel we can kill the vagina, but we can't kill it. It kills us long term. And when it kills us, then the same vagina we feel we could kill suffers. Because nothing to make her feel good. You see what I'm saying? So don't rush when you're past the age of 30 and feel you could have one over here, one over there, one over there. It ain't what happen, brother. Because they'll laugh at you eventually. You know what I mean? Every 3 days is when you make your sperm. Wonderful. Woman. When we're doing a formula for women, remember we said that herbs work better in formulas than one herb. So we're trying to teach our people about herbs and herbal medicine and how herbs should be used the right way. See? Remember we said there is main herb and there is supporting herbs and there is what we call assisting herbs. So the main herb is what we're going to put in to go into that organ or that gland and help to balance it back. And then the supporting herb comes in and is just like a woman or a man who is supporting his wife or his girlfriend, or vice versa, where the girlfriend is supporting her husband or her boyfriend. It works that way. So the supporting herb comes in and it starts supporting what the main herb is doing to repair or balance back ecology of the endocrine system or the reproductive system. And then you have the assisting herbs. What the assisting herbs do, they come into the woman's ecology and they say, okay, you are supporting what the main plant is doing. Now I'm going to assist you. So you have an assistant, like you have a lawyer and you have an assistant. That's how it works in herbal medicine. We have the main herb. So you, as the herbalist, must know when the woman comes to you with infertility, you must know what the problem is. So you have to attack it from different angles. So if the woman have an imbalanced hormone, meaning that she sees her period every so often, it comes in January, it don't come in February, it don't come in March, it come back in April, it don't come in May, it don't come in June, it come back in July. We know that the woman is suffering from imbalanced hormone. If it don't come at all for 6 months, we know that the woman is suffering from amenorrhea, no period. If it's coming scattery, we know that the woman's brain or the pituitary is messed up. So we must go to the woman's inner ecology in terms of balancing back her ecology. So we're going to what? You've come over here, son. This herb is the main herb. Don't forget, I'm teaching women. I'm teaching people how to use the herbs the right way. This herb, called chaste tree or vitex, should be your main herb if you are suffering from infertility or imbalanced hormone. This is the main herb. But because you need to work on the circulatory system, we make one other herb, the main herb, with this chaste tree plant. Yeah? It's called Danqui. So Danqui and chaste tree should be your main herb if you are suffering from imbalanced hormone. Meaning that your hormone, your period is not coming regular every 2 months or so. Yeah? This herb is very significant for the pituitary because your pituitary gland in your brain supposed to receive a signal from your hypothalamus gland in order for your pituitary to normalize your LH and your FSH. If the signal is not there, your pituitary can't do that. So that's where chaste tree comes in. It goes in and it normalizes the function of the pituitary and the hypothalamus. So your woman now, the woman now can normalize your luteinizing hormone and your follicle stimulating hormone, which in turn balances back your what? Your estrogen and your progesterone. So automatically, PCOS gone, because now your ovaries is producing progesterone. See what I'm saying? So these are your main herb right here. Danqui. Danqui, what it does, when it gets into a woman's reproductive system, it moves things. Because lots of women who have infertility or who have menorrhagia or who have dysmenorrhea, period pain, they are suffering from what we call blood stagnation. Stagnation of the blood. The blood don't move. Once you woman do not have movement of the blood, you would get dysmenorrhea. You're going to get period pain. You're going to also come down with endometriosis because nothing's moving properly. See? Down quick. Because it is the main herb, it starts moving the blood. While it is moving the blood, it increases uterine circulation. Move the blood. Things are moving. But in the process of moving your blood, it is also shrinking any growths that is in your reproductive system, in the uterus and also in the ovaries. If there is a blockage in your tubes, this herb goes in and start to remove the blockages from a woman's tube. See? And then automatically, you woman would have to wear what we call a panty shield, because now you're going to see a discharge coming from your vagina, meaning that these herbs are going in and they are moving things. And while they're moving, they are blocking things. And while they are blocking, they are shrinking things at the same time. See what I'm saying? It is the right way to use plants. Then, we go to the next one called raspberry leaves. This herb should be the supporting herb. This herb is from what we call the Lamacy family, from the mint family. But what it does, it goes into the woman's reproductive system and it tonifies a woman's uterus. It tonifies it. While this herb is tonifying, while these herbs are moving the blood, and this herb is working on the brain in terms of balancing back the pituitary, this is a supporting herb now. So it comes in and it starts supporting what these other two herbs are doing. Supporting means that it is now tonifying your uterus now. And while it's tonifying, because things are moving, it is strengthening the woman's uterus. So if she becomes pregnant, the baby going to stay. She would never have a miscarriage. You see what I'm saying? Next one. And it stopped bleeding too. Next one. Go to this one over here. Lemon balm. If the woman is suffering from an underactive thyroid and she can't get pregnant, we are going to put lemon balm in the mix, because if she's overactive, if she's underactive, we're going to use sea moss or dulse or bladderwrack. But if she's overactive and she have a process where she's losing some weight and she's producing too much thyroxine from the thyroid gland, we put in the lemon balm to act as what we call a thyroxine inhibitor. Follow me now. This is what we call the assistant plant. Then we go to what? Mother's word. Mark them down for me. You're all in herbal school. This herb acts as what we call an emmenagogue. What a emmenagogue means? Emmenagogue means this herb makes things flow. So the older woman from the American Indians used to use this herb here as a birth control, because they know when they miss a period, they could have used this herb to make the period come, because it acts as an emmenagogue. Number one. But number two, it works on the thyroid gland. Number three, it works on the heart. So it calms everything. So it is what we call the assistant plant. So we have two main plants. We have one supporting herb. We have one assistant herb. And we have another assistant plant here. Now, if the woman is constipated and she has recycling estrogen coming back into the portal vessel and causing her to have more growths, causing her to have troubles with estrogen, a herb called buckthorn bark. And what buckthorn bark do? It helps the woman to go to the bathroom to repair her constipation, while the main herb and the supporting herb and the supporting herb and now the assisting herb is assisting what the others are doing. So because we don't want the woman to have what we call recycling estrogen coming back, which can cause her to have more growth in her uterus and her ovaries and in her breast, and causing her to get breast cancer, uterine cancer, and ovarian cancer. We will remove the constipation by putting one herb called buckthorn bark to assist what the other herbs is doing. That's what we call good herbal medicine. So when you take these mixtures together, your growths must go away, and your tubes must be unblocked, and your hormone must come back in balance, and you would see a period every month. Because now your estrogen and your progesterone is like that. Dig that. Huh? That's what it's supposed to be. We go to another herb called dandelion root. And if there is any troubles in the liver, we know for a fact that the liver breaks down estrone into estriol, which is the least effective estrogen, so that the woman can remove it through her bowels, through a bowel movement. So we go and we help the woman's liver to produce more bile, and in the process the bile will be dumped in the intestines, and the woman will have a better bowel movement, whereby this herb is not habit forming. So we go to the liver now and we drain the liver, because your liver is very significant in your reproductive health as a woman. If you don't have good liver health as a woman, you would become constipated. If you don't have good liver health as a woman, you would never be able to break down estrone into estriol, and you will get cancer long term. You'll have all these estrogens circling back in your system, and that's the reason why our black woman is full of breast cancer. You see what I'm saying? Plus you're eating all the food that have all the estrogens and the pesticide and the herbicides. You see what I'm saying? Plastic bowls. See? So we drain your liver. So this herb called dandelion root, mark them down for me now. This herb is called a what? A ginger of the liver, and it's called what you call an assistant plant. Follow me now. You see, woman, any woman who have an imbalanced hormone and want to have no pain, what we call dysmenorrhea, she must increase proper circulation in the body, and she must prevent insulin resistance to prevent PCOS. So she must go to the gland in the brain, but she must go to the pancreas, although the pancreas is being controlled by the pituitary gland in your brain, in the anterior part of the gland. We must go to the circulatory plants, and the plants that deal with inflammation. Cinnamon, rampant in the Caribbean, you all use it. It's very significant for a woman who is infertile and want to get pregnant and have an imbalanced hormone. Ginger, same thing. When you have it in the Caribbean, you don't use it. It's very significant for a woman who is imbalanced and want to get pregnant, or bitters. Once we put them together, and we ask you, woman, to start taking these herbs 3 cups per day. No cheese, no milk, no fries, no pasta, no macaroni and cheese. Because these are the foods that clog up your tubes. Your tubes is clogged up by mucus. Mucus. And all these foods, because they are mucus forming foods, we keep them away from you for 3 menstrual cycles. 3 months. And you are taking your herbs. Over here. You're taking your B complex. You're taking your flaxseed oil. You're taking your vitamin E to prevent fibrocystic breast disease. You are taking your calcium and your magnesium. And in 3 months, if you follow that program, woman, your belly will be coming up like you're missing a period and you're pregnant. You would get pregnant. It happens all the time. All our patients. Because some women come and say, I'm trying to have a baby so long and I care 5 years now. And the women who don't need it, make it. And we who need it as women, we infertile. You see what I'm saying? But infertility go way back in scriptures, Sarah wasn't fertile. Rebecca wasn't fertile. Lots of even one of David's wife wasn't fertile. So infertility is nothing new under the sun. You see what I'm saying? But all of those women who were infertile in ancient times, they became pregnant after a while. And I'm going to say about no angel. It's because they change around what they've been eating. So you have to change your way of eating, get rid of your stress as a woman, leave the food that's full of estrogen and progesterone and herbicide and pesticide, and you, in 3 months, you will get pregnant. Trust me. Just don't worry and don't stress yourself. Men. Let me go to the men now. You feel me bad. You're going to kill that thing tonight. Huh? I have 2 things to kill tonight. You ain't killing nothing. You understand? You have to keep him like that. When he's going on like that, you're gone, you're dead. They laugh at us. You understand? The man say, you stupid, look at him. See, you could kill me, you can't kill me. Look at that. Just waiting for you, can you come in? You fall down already. Like Lazarus, you're dead. And they laugh at us eventually. So we can't be embarrassed. So men, look at that now. You see this herb right here? It's called saw palmetto. This herb is also used for women who have fibroids and they don't want the fibroids to become bigger. So this herb is not only a herb for men, it's also a herb for women, and it is also a herb for your lung, and it is also a herb for the immune system to build it up, to balance it back. So for men, we want to keep the prostate healthy, because if our prostate gland is not healthy, our sexual health will never be healthy. Because remember that our prostate is a walnut gland that is found under the ureter. It is not part of the urinary system, but it can give us troubles there because of where it is located. Don't forget that, man. So this herb, it goes into the man's reproductive system and it prevents the 5-alpha reductase from converting into high dihydrotestosterone, which is the culprit in causing us men to become what? Not only infertile, but give us cancer in the prostate gland. So, it helps the prostate gland to do like this every day. The prostate must do that. Our prostate gland. It does that every day. It does that every day for us. And in doing that, in the prostate doing that every day, it is producing what we call prostatic fluid. The purpose of the prostatic fluid that is produced in women prostate gland is to get into our testicles right over here to cause us to have a good sperm velocity so the sperm can swim better. So when it's going into the woman's vagina, a lot of them, 100 million of them, one catch. See what I'm saying? If the prostate is working well, it does that every day. If we keep on, as men, having the prostate doing that on a regular basis, every day, too much sex, it keep on doing that for us all the time. Boom, boom, boom. All of a sudden, the prostate gland will become very mushy, soft enough. And when the prostate gland becomes so soft, after a while, it starts to do like this now. He's lazy, like your pancreas. He becomes lazy. And he can't secrete that prostatic fluid as it's supposed to. And all of a sudden, your sperm count is low. It's gone. So this herb prevents the prostate gland from becoming enlarged. That's what it does. It's number one. Number two, it don't shrink your prostate gland, but it prevents the prostate gland from becoming enlarged. But it also, because it has what we call testosterone, it also prevents us men from getting cancer in the prostate gland. Or men, once you pass the age of 25 or 30, start using this herb. It's going to save your prostate gland long term. Next one. White sage. You have white sage, you have red sage, you have black sage. Red sage for the lung and for the stomach. Black sage for the kidney and say cleans the blood. You know herb cleans the blood anyway. This herb is for the prostate gland in us men. What it does, as we get older, our prostate gland start to become enlarged. So once you pass the age of 30 and 40 and 50, you're starting to have an enlarged prostate gland. Once our prostate gland become enlarged, it starts to squeeze the ureter where the urine passes, and all of a sudden, because it starts squeezing the ureter, we can't go to the bathroom. We can't pee no more. And if you can't pee, you're going to have trouble with infection in the bladder and in the kidney. And once you can't pee, so you're always a bad guy in the 30s and the 40s, and now in the 50s, now you got a catheter in your penis, now you can't have no sex no more because now you kill your prostate gland. I'm trying to teach the brothers, man. You know what I mean? This herb, white sage, it shrinks the prostate gland. This herb right here shrinks it naturally. See? Because when you get older, and that doctor doesn't know to shrink your prostate, so you put a catheter in your penis, and you have to live with that catheter in your penis for 2 years or more, for life. Because he was not taught in medical school how to shrink your prostate gland. But God put the herbs on the earth for us to use to shrink anything in our body. Jehovah God, the greatest physician of all time. Dig it. This one is called nettle leaf. But the sister, the brother to this herb, called nettle root, shrinks the prostate gland too. But he have lots of fatty acid in that particular herb that help to feed the prostate gland. See what I'm saying? So when we put them together and we give it to a man, and the man have an enlarged prostate, and then we can't pee, he can't urinate because it's enlarged. We come and we start shrinking the prostate gland, and while we are shrinking the prostate gland, we are giving him now some diuretic plants over our sea. And what these herbs do, they start to make you go to the bathroom, make you pee better. All night, all day, you pee it. You understand what I'm saying? If you have a blockage, and if you have what we call stoppage of water where you can't pee, if your sexual health is all messed up, you don't have no energy in terms of sex, you're all tired, you know what I mean? You can't have sex. The woman touching you, she's touching you all night. She's touching you all night. And she said, what's going on, man? It's dead, like Lazarus. He tells her, what's going on, man? Touch me. That can't happen. Huh? Tell the woman we go to the ginseng. We bad for that. We bad for her now. And we take the ginseng, she touches, she say, wow, yeah, man. She go, you're good, man. Woo! And we gone. We wake up like, we are resurrected like Lazarus now. Damiana, if the man is so stressful and he can't have sex because he's all stressed from work, you drink some Damiana with some garlic and some onion and some ginseng and some sapalmetto, huh? And you squeeze a little lime inside there, and you take a garlic and you rub it on your spine right there, and in about 15-20 minutes you're gone, you're there, and you're night trying to figure out what happened to you. You use Viagra? No. You use Cialis? No. What do you use? Garlic, onions, ginseng, Damiana, eh? Ginkgo, Katuba, Maria Puma, Maca. That's what we use it. Naturally. And then we all good to go. Now, because men need this mineral in the body to produce, to help the prostate gland to produce more prostatic fluid. If we as men don't take zinc every day, our prostate gland is in trouble. Trust me. You're going to die from prostate cancer, prostate enlargement long term. You won't can't pee. And then what happened to you? You can't have sex long term. You're dead. When you reach 30 and 40. Or you're using pumpkin seeds. Look at them here. See them here? Come, son. See them? Yeah? Pumpkin seeds. Nuts and seeds. They're full of zinc. They're full of zinc. Full of it. Yeah? Make your punch with it. Make a smoothie. And then you feed your prostate. And when you feed your prostate, you could breed any woman. You're bad, like for y'all. Pumpkin seeds. See that? Full of zinc. Full of fatty acids for the prostate gland. When men don't, bread and cheese don't fix it. Rum don't fix it. Rum drinkers can never have good prostate health. Now, if the sperm count is low, and because you go to the doctor and you check your sperm, and your sperm is low now, and you want to build up the sperm so you can get the woman pregnant, we give you men's adapt. Build the sperm up. Build it up so they could swim. No abnormal sperm. No giant head sperm. Period. You see what I'm saying? And we give you what? Prostate blend. Keep your prostate healthy. We give the woman what? Uterine blend. Clean up the uterus and prepare for pregnancy. This one here. We prepare the uterus for pregnancy. Prepare it for pregnancy. And when we prepare it for pregnancy, and the woman have all the growth gone, and we give her what? Fertility blend. And we fertilize you. Because God tell a woman to be fruitful and multiply. Be fruitful and multiply. And fill the earth with human beings. You understand? But because women are in this stressful society, the reproductive system don't happen. So we have a program called For Women Only. And let me tell you all something. You see, women, ask them. They're on that program and the growth gone. The PCOS gone. The period pain gone. The period come every month. And some of them get pregnant. It's called For Women Only. We are creating programs that work for people, that work for women. We are not creating one for men. Because our brothers is coming down with prostate cancer at 45 years old and dying from it, man. 52-year-old man dying from prostate cancer. 60-year-old man dying from prostate cancer. Our young sisters at 32 years old and 29 years old dying from breast cancer and from ovarian cancer. And they're removing all your uterus and all your ovaries that God put there to be stay forever till you die. Why you removing it? Why you are eating so bad to create growth in the uterus? Why men are drinking so much rum to kill the prostate gland? And then later on, they remove your prostate gland because of prostate cancer. And then they take out your testicles, they castrate you. And then you're dead. You can't get it back. So you have to live a life of misery till you die. So I'm teaching prevention. Don't get it. Don't let you get growth in your uterus. Don't get uterine cancer. Don't get uterine fibroids. I'm going to teach you all. If you follow the way of living by going back to nature and using the herbs that God gave us to use in the beginning, you are going to stay well. You can go back and use and do the wrong things once in a while. But make 90% of the time, you try to eat the right foods as a woman. Because I'm getting too many calls from black women with breast cancer. Every day. From Canada. From all except China and Japanese. How come they getting it? How come? How come the Chinese man ain't getting prostate cancer? How come the man in Africa is not full of it? How it's only we in the West? Because we are incorporating another man's diet, black people. We are eating the foods that don't belong to us. You follow me? So how come the Chinese woman don't get breast cancer and uterine fibroids regularly? I mean 1% of them. Why all of a sudden it's just our people? Why? Something is wrong. So I am here to create a program for you all. I want you to follow my program. You're going to get better. The right way. Because I go to God way. I go back to the scripture way. I go back to the dad that God gave us in the beginning. I go back to Ezekiel 47:12. I go back to Genesis 1:29. The dad that he gave us. Look at over here, son. Turn over there, son. That's the dad right there. That is the dad the Most High God gave us to use in the beginning. This one right here. That's it. No flesh foods. That is the dad he gave us to use in the beginning. And if a woman stay on a diet like that, that woman can never get breast cancer. If a woman stay on this diet like that, a woman can never get uterine fibroids. If the woman stay on this diet like that, she can never get PCOS. If the woman stays on a diet like that, she can never get ovarian cancer. Never ever. If the woman stay on a diet like that, she would never suffer from infertility because she wouldn't have growth. If the woman stay on a diet like that, she would never ever get uterine fibroids and no blockage in her tubes. Period. Never. If the man stay on a diet like that, he would never get prostate cancer. If the man stay on a diet like that, he would never get ED. If the man stay on a diet like that, he would never, ever, ever get impotence because this is God's way. Dig it. Blessed love to everybody. Brother, I'm telling you, man. Yeah? Brother? Huh? We are supporting our people. We have lots of machines to send. And we want to thank everybody who's supporting us because as you support us, we're going to support others. Because that's the way it's supposed to be, you know. We're supposed to support one another. We're supposed to look at a man who's falling down. And when he's falling, we're supposed to pick him up. Because any one of us can fall. And whenever we're falling, we have to put away the pride. And somebody else could pick us up. Don't forget that. Because we're not too old to learn. And don't forget that because the world is so messed up today, we could lose a house, we could lose our apartment, we could lose our sanity, because the life is not good anymore. It's messed up and getting worse. So for now, we have to support each other. So we have to put things together as a people. So what, anytime any one of us is in trouble, we could go to that cookie jar and say, here, Patrick, here you are. Here, Ashanti, here you are. Here, John, here you are. Here, Barbara Thomas, here you are, who bring all the stuff for us to give to our people. Here, Roland, here you are. Because we are living together as a people. That's the only way we're going to survive. Any other way? Never ever happen. Period. Learn that. So don't look down on a man when he's falling. Instead of looking down on that man, pick him up, man. Pick him up. And when you pick him up, in turn, if he have wisdom, he will in turn pick up somebody else. Blessed love. Yeah? All right, we're here to the 5th of December. I'm back in Grenada because my people is missing me. My children is missing me too. You know what I mean? My daughter's getting sick and anxiety because I'm not there. So I finished my work, going back to Grenada, and I'm going to be there for a little while. I'm going to come back over here again. I mean, after the so-called COVID-19 is all done, we're going to try to travel again. But the time being, people, keep all your immune system healthy because you all going to get sick if you all don't keep your immune system well. Do not eat at night. Keep cleaning your colon. Keep it clean. And once you keep it clean, you keep the bloodstream clean, you will never have erosion of your cells. And once you don't have erosion of your cells, ain't no virus could come in. If they do come in, they might get you sick for 1 or 2 days, but you're going to kill it. Bless the love. 718. Oh, don't forget, come here. We have a CMOS coming out now. See that here? CMOS gel. Ambrosia Health. Trisha. Trisha. Ashanti. We have to support our brothers and our sisters. So we're going to support our brother Shante with his CMOS and stuff. And when we support each other, we're going to support others who can't afford to do better. Because that is the obligation of us human beings, to support and give each other who are in need. Bottom line, love the Most High with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. And the second commandment to man is to love thy neighbor as thyself. Let's the love. 718-469-0985. Ambrosia Health, 718-469-0985. And the website is Patrick Dells holistichealing.com. And we have our deep defense, we have our cold and flu, we have our cell and blood builder, for our people to stay well from this so-called COVID-19 and killing us on a regular basis. Bless and love. Give thanks and praise to the Most High. Yeah? Yeah, man. Box of things for poor people. You gotta see about the poor, man. Sir. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching and thanks for the support. Blessed love. Yes. Leo Johnson, blessed love, my brother. Yes, 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 yes. Latoya Lloyd, blessed love, sister. Give thanks, you know. And Taylor, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Blessed love to everybody. Patricia, London guy. Oh, Trisha, blessed. Don Edwards, yes, yes, yes. Give thanks. Edona Mills, Cheryl Palmer, everybody give thanks and praise to the Most and thanks for the support. Blessed love. Yeah, man. Yes, I. Hold on. Finish. And don't forget, we have packages to get putting together for our people, and we're going to have a package with a big discount later on that people can afford it. You know who can, because times are getting kind of hard. So we have some packages putting together, and we're going to have a lot about 10, 20, 30% discount, and that people can afford to get these packages together. Instead of buying one, we're going to have a package together for our people. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to put away about 50 of deep defense and 50 of the cold and flu, 2 ounces, and we're going to try to give it to our people who need it, who can't afford it. Okay, so when we do the next video, we're going to tell you where you can pick it up or send an address so we can send that to you. Okay, blessed love. It's just giving back to our people. Blessed. The guy. Yeah, that's Roland painting right there. Give thanks for Mr. Roland guy. Yes, I. Master Herbalist Roland guy.